Hey folks, Brian with BG Model Workshop, and we're working on our big rig group build part B, or our car hauler trailer. And I've done the chains for some of the bits here and there. And let's see if we can take a look down through here. This is upside down right now. So, you know, it's kind of like the Poseidon adventure going on right now. All I need right now is Shelly Winters to help me swim around inside of there and link stuff up. But got all the chain work done, and which was really simple. I actually borrowed some jewelry making tools from my wife, and that went really quickly because everything was the same in uniform. So I really got into a groove of making chain links and connectors and such. But in the instructions they say to use the chain if you're going to display this with cars so that the cars don't roll off of there, which I think is kind of a cool idea. You know, it's a little extra detail. But now we've moved on to the hydraulic lines, and here's one of our spiders. So I made the mistake of gluing this on and then not masking it off when I painted the chassis, and now I have to go back and clean all the glue off of the lugs because the vinyl tubing just doesn't fit on there. As the paint is just, you know, just thick enough to where it gives it a problem. So I came up with the idea of, and there's a lot of tubing going on here. Here's a shot of the instructions. It's going everywhere. What's the back? Here we go. This is one of the diagrams here. Now, luckily, it gives us a legend to follow for all of our cuts, and then lettering, and then it shows us the two main blocks that are on the bottom of the chassis, which are this guy here and that guy over there. But I hate dealing with vinyl tubing. I remember when I was a kid, we'd be playing with my G.I. Joes, and they'd have like some sort of backpack with vinyl tubing. That was the first thing to get ripped off and thrown away. So the kit has a lot of these little blocks that we're supposed to glue to the chassis and run the vinyl tubing to and out of. And then there's also levers that we're supposed to be running the tubing to and from. So what I decided to do was I found some solder that actually is just the right diameter, fits inside the tubing, and it's going to allow me to make nearly 90-degree bends. So we're going to actually rip all this out, cut off all the little lugs, and I've already done a proof of concept here. Drilled a couple of holes. Well, yeah, those are a little off, but you know, 45-year-old eyes, you know. But maybe I can make a jig to hold these guys and do all my drill outs. But I got more of these blocks over here to do. So so we're gonna do the tubing, but with a piece of solder going through there, so it'll be more. It'll follow along better, because right now I'm having to tape everything in place and then hope that super glue holds it in place. So and it's not holding it in place at all. It's flopping all over the joint. But here was my here's how we keep track of the numbers and such. These are those little tiny glue sticks that we can get. Actually, they're like micro brushes, I should say, not glue sticks. Glue sticks is something completely different, but these little micro brushes. I got like 400 of these on Amazon for $10 or some jazz. But once we use the brush, I snip off the tip, so I have like an entire drawer full of these things for stirring paints or attaching parts to when painting. So we'll just cut off the nib on the top there to the diameter that we want, and then shove it into the tubing. So that helps flare the tubing for us, and then it also gives us a place we can put our letter codes so we know who's who and where it's going. All right, boys and girls, it's Thursday today. I'm hoping to have this guy sewn up by the end of the weekend, so I'm not really slamming on it. I have done I don't know if it's going to show up in a slide, but I've done a wash coat. You can see around some of these areas here. I'm not using my pointer BG right now because it's his day off, but which also means that I can't find him. I lost it. But I think I may have packed it away by accident. But did some dirty washing on our wheels, and then some grinding on sanding on the tires to give them. I didn't sand on the spares because I figured those would be in better shape than the actual road used wheels. But we're hoping to get this done here pretty soon. Alrighty guys, thanks for checking us out, and we'll talk to you again later. Bye.